All right, let's get right into it. You know that feeling, right? When someone's telling you one thing, but their actions are screaming something completely different? It's just so confusing and frustrating. Well, what if I told you there's a simple, powerful rule from a psychologist that can cut through all that noise like a knife? That's what we're unpacking today. I mean, really think about it for a sec. Have you ever had a friend who swears up and down they've got your back, but when you actually need them, they're nowhere to be found? Or maybe a partner who keeps promising they'll change, but then they just don't. It's that awful feeling, that disconnect, where you just don't know what to believe anymore. Yeah, that's what we're getting to the bottom of. And that's the core of it, isn't it? We're not talking about a simple slip-up, a one-time thing. No, we're talking about a pattern. It's this huge gap between what they say they'll do and what they repeatedly do. That's the space where all the confusion and the hurt really starts to build up. But the good news is, there is a way out of that fog. So, what's the secret? How do we find our way through this mess? Well, a psychologist has this amazing rule. It's an antidote, really, for this exact kind of confusion. And the best part? It's so simple, it's brilliant. Okay, so just picture this. You're in that exact situation we've been talking about. They're saying everything you want to hear, all the right things, but what they're doing just doesn't match up at all. And you're stuck right in the middle, trying to figure out which one is real. And here it is, the big reveal. The rule is this: if their words and actions don't align and you don't know what to believe, believe in the behavior. Bam. Just let that sink in for a second. Believe the behavior. Not the promises, not the heartfelt apologies, not the "I meant well." Believe what they do. This is your North Star when everything else is spinning. So let's dig into that. To really get why this rule is such a game changer, we have to pull apart the two things that are at war here: the words we're hearing and the actions we're seeing. And look at this, it lays it out perfectly. On one side, you've got the words, the promises, the apologies, the good intentions. And let's be honest, that's the stuff we want to believe, right? It feels good. But then you have the actions. This is the repeated behavior, the actual choices they make, the consistent patterns. This isn't what they hope to do. This is the hard data. This is what's actually happening. This leads us to the big why, doesn't it? I mean, why should we automatically trust the behavior? What makes actions so much more truthful than words? I mean, think about it. If someone tells you over and over again, "I really value your time," but they are always consistently late, what's the real truth there? The answer is all about understanding what words and actions actually cost. And the logic here is it's so clear. First off, words are easy. They're cheap. It takes almost zero effort to say something. But second, behavior. That requires real effort. Actions show what someone is truly committed to, what they actually prioritize. And third, and this is the big one, we're looking at the patterns. A single action, okay, that could be a mistake. Anyone can have an off day. But a pattern? Well, a pattern is a statement. It's who they really are. All right, so let's take this out of the textbook and put it right into your hands. Think of this as a brand new tool for your toolkit, something you can use, like today, to get some real clarity in your life. So here it is. Let's give it a name: believing in the behavior. And what does that mean? It's simply the practice of prioritizing what you can see, their actions, their patterns, over what they say, whenever those two things are in conflict. It's like rebalancing the scales, you know? You're just deciding to put more weight on the evidence. Now, this is super important. This is not about ignoring words completely. It's not about becoming some kind of cynic who doesn't trust anything anyone says. Words are important, but it's about weighing them against the evidence of their actions. Think of yourself as a detective in your own life. You're just looking at all the evidence, and the actions are the most reliable clues you've got. So if you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be these three words. Just burn them into your brain. The next time you feel that confusion, that frustration, just tell yourself, believe the behavior. And so I want to leave you with this question. Where in your life could this simple rule bring you some clarity? Right now, think about it. At work, with a friend, maybe even in how you look at your own promises to yourself. Where could you use this tool to finally cut through the noise? It's a really powerful idea, and now it's all yours.